Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So for the longest I've been wanting to film this video and I was waiting for somebody to ask, and I had one person ask the other day on one of the videos that I posted. So today we are doing a get to know me. And while I tell you some things about myself, things that you may want to know, I'm also going to be doing my makeup. I don't have anywhere to go, but I figured it would just be fun to do my makeup while I was answering some of these questions. But anyways, grab a drink, grab a snack, relax, and let's begin. So I think the best way to start out is by telling you guys my name. It's Kiara. I am 24 years old. I was born on May 26th, 2001. So that makes me a Gemini. Now I get told a lot of the time that I do not give Gemini vibes, but I think it's true sometimes, and then other times I will give true Gemini. I was born in the Bronx, and I think around the age of 4, my parents moved to upstate New York. Not really too far upstate, but like we're in the Hudson Valley area, and now I live in Pennsylvania. Currently, I have one child, which his name is Maverick. I had him on March 18th of 2024, and now I am expecting my second child in April of 2026, and it's a little girl, which I'm so excited. I get to have the best of both worlds, and I'm so excited to see Maverick play with his little sister. I am also married to my high school sweetheart. We started dating in 2015, and it's so funny because we literally had like the same 5th grade class together, and he wrote me a love letter in 5th grade and I denied it, mainly because my mom told me I wasn't allowed to date in the 5th grade. But then in 2015 we officially started dating, and we were together 8 years, and then we got married when I was pregnant with Maverick in 2023. We got married on Halloween in 2023. So now we have been together for 10 years and married for 2. Also, side note, if this video is a little bit all over the place with like me answering questions and things like that, I am so sorry. I'm not very good at keeping things on like one topic. I started making YouTube videos, I think I was in like middle school when I first started making YouTube videos, and I started off with doing like special effects. I also remember I had a time where I was doing like duct tape. Like I had a duct tape channel. I love doing crafts and things like that. So I've been doing YouTube for like a very long time, but then in high school, I think I took a break. Can't remember how long. I know I was still doing makeup and things like that, but I had taken a break from ever recording what I was doing because it was becoming a little overwhelming for me. But I get overwhelmed very easily, so but yeah, I started back with makeup videos, and then actually after I had my son, my husband was like, hey, why don't you like just try doing YouTube again and stuff like that. But I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to start with makeup again, so if you scroll back on like my channel, you'll see that it kind of was like all over the place, and it still can be now because like I don't know 100% the things that I want to post. But I guess I had started posting like lifestyle. I think my first video I posted was like a Christmas video, and then I went back to makeup, and then I went back to another lifestyle sort of video. But pretty much what this channel is now is a bunch of random stuff. I really don't have like specific videos that I want to post. I would love to post makeup videos again, but they don't do as good as like my other lifestyle content videos. I don't know, I'm kind of just posting whatever I want at this point. It's easier for me, and it makes it more fun for me instead of viewing it as like not necessarily a job because I don't make money for it, but I'm just like, I'm gonna post whatever I want, make it fun for me, and then it will draw in a crowd that likes it. And it has. I went from starting off at, actually I started the channel fresh. I really did. I started at 0, and we've grown to 280 something, so almost 300 people have subscribed to my channel, which is very nice, so thank you. But yeah, going forward with like this channel, my videos are pretty much just gonna be whatever I can film for the day. Definitely there's gonna be like baby content and things like that because, or not baby content, more so like mom life content, because I am a mom and it's such a huge part of my everyday life and what I do on a daily basis. So there's a lot of that, but I also want to stick true to what I enjoy, which is a lot of crafts and a lot of makeup and things like that. Something that a lot of people actually don't know is that I am a licensed esthetician. So I graduated in 2019, and while I was in school, basically I would go to, I guess, like a trade school for half the day. So I would spend half the day in regular school and then half the day in the trade school, and I went for aesthetics. I was stuck between cosmetology and aesthetics, but aesthetics had a lot more to do with like skin and makeup. And then in 2 years I was able to gain enough hours to take the aesthetics test. I think it took me 3 times before I was actually able to pass the written exam, and I passed the hands-on exam like no problem, and but the written test was really hard. So I did that, and then I got my license, and then unfortunately COVID happened and that put a stall on everything that I was doing. So I actually didn't get the chance to like work in a spa or anything like that, but I was really into like doing makeup for people. There was a short period of time where I actually worked for my nail girl. She had an open room and I rented it from her, and I was able to do facials and stuff like that for a little bit, but I wasn't very known, and there was a lot of people after COVID getting into like the facials and stuff like that. So I eventually ended up giving up on the whole facial thing, like aesthetics scene. I would love to do it again, but right now is just not the right time for me to be able to do that. But one thing I did do for a few years was work at Ulta, and I would say that was probably one of my favorite times ever. Honestly, I met so many people. I gained a lot of extra knowledge from when we would have vendors at the store, and I did make a few close friends while I was there. I actually worked I don't know how many years. I think I worked there for 4 years, and I worked there right up until a week before I gave birth to Maverick. And then since I had him and we were also moving to Pennsylvania, I just was like, I want to be home with my baby, and I never went back. Definitely do miss it, but I wouldn't trade being home with Maverick for anything else. And now I get to be home with the new baby as well. Yeah, that's pretty much what I used to do. I guess you could say now, not you could say, but it is, I am a stay-at-home mom now, and that's one thing that I really enjoy about life right now. And of course it's fun not having to deal with like crazy customers or anything like that, but I am definitely so grateful to be home to experience so many milestones of like, well, I was able to experience all the milestones with my son. I'm definitely so happy that I have the opportunity to do that, because honestly, sending my kids to daycare scares the hell out of me, because I just am constantly hearing about the horror stories from daycares. Of course there's good ones, but yeah, I don't know, it's just scary. And I remember after having my son and moving over here to Pennsylvania, I was like crying to my husband one day, and I was like, how are we supposed to leave him with like somebody that we don't know? We're new to the area, we don't know things. Like, I was having such a hard time, and I will forever be grateful that my husband was like, it's okay, it's like we can manage for now, and then, you know, eventually when the time comes you can go back to work, or things like that. But it's honestly been such a blessing, and I am now taking this time to also hopefully grow my, not career, I don't know if it's like really called a career, but my online presence, I would like to say. So I'm definitely taking this opportunity as being a stay-at-home mom as a also an opportunity to grow my online presence, because it would be wonderful to be able to continue staying home with my children. All right, now I guess I'll just answer like some generic questions. Like, oh, I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm Puerto Rican. That's what I am. I am Puerto Rican. I don't think I'm mixed with anything else. I mean, Puerto Rican is a broad spectrum of things, but I don't think I have anything else, if you know what I mean. I don't know if that makes sense. I like to call myself a fake Rican because I'm blaming my mom for this one. So mom, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. She spoke to me in Spanish a lot, but we never had like a chance where we actually like learned. No, I won't blame just my mom, I'm gonna blame my parents. We never really sat down and like had conversations in Spanish, but I fully understand Spanish and I understand Spanish music, like things like that. So I'm a fake Rican, I call myself. Another thing about me, I have 2 siblings, but I am the oldest. There's me, which I already told you guys, I'm 24 years old. Then there's my brother, he is 18. And then my little sister, and she is, hold on, 24, 14, yeah, 14, she's 14. I always remember her age by remembering that we're 10 years apart, so her second number is always whatever my second number is, if that makes sense. But yeah, I literally adore them. They're a pain in the butts, but I think all siblings are pain in the asses, honestly. I would say that a lot of people would describe me as an introvert. I'm not very outgoing unless like I've known you for a very long time and I'm super comfortable with you. I would say that I struggle with being in social settings a lot. That's why I kind of struggle to film videos when we're out in public, because I'm like, who's watching me? And I get so scared. But then like sometimes I realize you're probably never gonna see them again, and it doesn't matter if they judge you, because people are gonna judge you whether you're online and in your house or in person, out in public, anything like that. So I'm trying to do better with filming while I'm out in public, but I'm also not gonna just like jump into it where I'm gonna make myself feel extremely uncomfortable. But do I wish I could be a little bit more comfortable with doing certain things? Absolutely. I've never actually like gone to a bar and like had those experiences. I kind of have always just been, I think a little bit more, I don't know if mature is the right word, but I've never been like the party type or anything like that. And I think that made it hard for me to make friends, because a lot of people my age were like, oh yeah, we're going to a party, blah, blah. And I'm like, I just want to be home, pretty much. And then at 22, I got pregnant and had my son. So I've kind of just been doing motherly duties and things like that. One thing that I really do enjoy about myself is that I am so open to trying so many new things. Not when it comes to food, but when it comes to like hobbies, I think I'm pretty good with like wanting to try new things. I mean, I can never stick to one hobby for too long. Excuse me, I just burped. But I also think it's fun that I don't stick to one hobby at a time, because I just love but trying new things. Like, I am currently super into coloring. That's one. I think I've been doing coloring and been on like Color Talk for about a year now. I like to do that a lot on my free time. It's actually so relaxing, and I'm so excited for after I give birth to continue that, because with Maverick I didn't have too many hobbies like to do from home. I was so used to just working and doing makeup all the time, and it was like a big switch of going from doing my makeup all the time to not doing any. But I'm excited to see how I can incorporate coloring into like my daily routine with 2 kids and making sure that I give time for myself. But I also recently just started getting into crocheting, and that has been super fun. Now my hands get in so much pain, I won't lie, and sometimes that makes me not want to do it. But when you like actually finish a little project, it's so fun, because you're like, wow, I made that, and it's, yarn. So that's like a new hobby that I've been into recently. I'm starting to get back into makeup. I love doing puzzles. I love, what else? Like building book nooks. I think that's so fun. Now another little hobby of mine that I'm getting into is opening blind boxes. I just posted a video on TikTok, I think opening 3, and it was so fun. I think opening blind boxes may be like a slight addiction, but it's so fun opening a box and finding like a little mystery plushie thing in there. I don't know if you would consider that a hobby, but I think some people would. Something else that I've actually picked up on since since we moved into our own house and since I've had my son is baking. I absolutely love baking. I've always loved the idea of cooking or baking or things like that, but I never did it because I had so much anxiety behind people watching me cook, and I would never do it. But now that I'm like in my own house and it's just me and my husband literally all the time, I picked up on baking and I love it so much. I think it's so relaxing, and when you have like a successful recipe, it's so satisfying. It makes me feel good. And now that I'm getting a little bit more comfortable, I love having my family taste my baked goods to tell me what they think, tell me what I can change or anything like that. I definitely want to get a little bit more into it. Like I want to do sourdough, but that scares me because I've seen people getting their sourdough starter ready. I've also seen people do sourdough bread and then the middle of the bread is empty. I'm like, oh god, I don't want to waste so much product, but then at the same time, I feel like you won't learn until you try. I think I pretty much named like every single hobby that I enjoy doing, and there are so many more things that I want to try, but I think I need to take a minute to get some of the hobbies that I'm currently into like done. Let's see, what else can I tell you? My favorite color is orange. I love the color orange. Now I don't wear it too much, but anything that is orange I absolutely love. I've been liking the color pink recently, and I don't know if it's because I'm having a girl or I honestly don't know, but I really do like the color pink, and I'm like vibing with that whole that whole selection of colors, baby pink, hot pink, anything that is pink I am enjoying. But I would still say orange is like top tier for me. I don't really know if I have like a favorite food because one, I'm a very picky eater. One thing I will say is that I'm very proud of myself though, because I am trying new foods as I get older. I think since I started doing like 100 different foods before one for my son, I was like, you know what? Let me try a couple foods as well. And there was things that I actually tried that he liked that I ended up liking as well. But also my husband over the years has been like, you need to try some new foods. You need to expand your palate and things like that. So from us being together, I've tried my first Big Mac at 23, started eating more seafood. I really love crab now, which I never thought I would ever say that, but I love crab. I had shrimp as like a child a few times, but never in a way that I liked it. But if you know of the restaurant Longhorn, they have this, like, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a crispy shrimp and it's so good. It's my favorite way to eat shrimp now. If I did have to choose a favorite food, I probably would say one of my favorite foods is, I just love empanadas. That's one thing. That's such a different meal than what I was talking about just now, but like I love empanadas. I love chicken empanadas, cheese empanadas, beef empanadas. I want to try different types of empanadas as well, but I think that's like the basic, like chicken and cheese or cheese. I just like empanadas. One of my favorite holidays is probably Halloween. I don't know if people consider that a holiday, but I love Halloween. Second is Christmas, and second is Christmas because of being able to make things so like magical and fun for my son. I can't wait for the years to come where I can make things like extra for him. Another little random fact about me is that I cannot keep one hairstyle for, I don't know, I think the longest I've had a hairstyle is maybe for max a year. And I think that's pushing it. I think changing your hair is one of the most fun things ever. I love changing my look. I think that's why it's also hard for me to ever figure out what kind of style I like on myself as far as clothes, because I love so many different things and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. Like, my closet has never been one specific style. Like, I'll go from wanting to be super girly, bright colors, pink, all these kind of things, and then the next minute I'm like, no, I want to dress like in an alternative way, and then the next time I'll be like, no, I want to dress like street style. And it's so hard because like I can never keep my closet organized in like a style or anything like that. And then I also feel like that goes along with my hair, so my hair determines the type of mood that I'm feeling. When I get the urge to change my hair, I want to change my hair so quickly. I would say if I had to choose between being a morning or night person, I am definitely a night owl. And not so much because I already told you guys, like, I do not get outside a lot, like to go to a bar or to go like to a party or something. Like, I'm just a night person because I love when it is like wind down time. So if I could freaking, one, I don't like getting up in the morning sometimes. Like, I genuinely don't like getting out of bed because I just end up being so tired. And I don't know if it's because, again, I'm pregnant right now, but like I love just winding down for the night. I can shower, throw on a nice clean pair of pajamas, do a nighttime care routine. I think I have so many like nighttime skincare routines on my TikTok. And one thing I would like to incorporate into like a nighttime routine now is reading a book instead of scrolling on my phone. But yeah, I like love my nighttime routine now. It just feels good to wind down after having either like a very busy day or, you know, if I have a lot to do. And I also think because it is the winter time right now, it's so cold, it's so snowy over here in Pennsylvania that I love me a nighttime routine. Too, another one of the things that I love to do in the nighttime is watch YouTube videos. I am a big fan of Jacksepticeye. I love watching Vanilla when she makes her little YouTube videos. Sometimes I will pop into like her streams. I just find watching like people play games very entertaining. I would love to do, that's actually something I would love to do one day, is stream. But I also suck at video games, I feel. So I don't know how good that would be. And I also don't like playing like Fortnite. Like I could never see myself playing Fortnite. And if I did, there might be something wrong. But I love playing like mystery games. Like I am currently playing Little Nightmares 2. I want to play Little Nightmares 3. I love playing Animal Crossings. That's so fun. I guess you can say like cozy games are my vibe. Maybe when I grow a little bit more on my YouTube channel, I can do that. And also, obviously, if you guys are like interested in seeing that, I would love to do that one day. My favorite music type, I don't have one. I literally will listen to any type of music. I think the only type of music I rarely listen to is any form of country music or any like indie music. But other than that, I am pretty open to a lot of different music. I listen to Spanish music, rock music, freestyle, EDM. One of my favorite things to do is listen to older music. Right now, one of my, I guess my favorite one right now is Brazilian funk. There is just something about those like beats or whatever you want to call it that, yeah, I love. My Spotify Wrapped is literally so different every single year. This year was actually a lot more R&B music, and the year before that I think my music was like Afro beats or something like that. I don't know. It's just, I can never stick to one genre of music. I guess you could say I'm definitely more of a dog person than I am a cat person. I actually have my dog Sandy here. She's laying down. Let me see if she can come over here. Sandy, come here. You've probably seen her in a couple other of my videos. Here's, oh God, you were a heavy child. This is her. This is Sandy. This is Sandy. Yeah, that's her. She is a German Shepherd, American Pit Bull, and Great Pyrenees mix. We took her from a family friend. She's a pain in the butt. That's all I gotta say. Pain in my ass. Oh, let's talk tattoos. That's one thing. One thing that I want is to be covered in tattoos. I am a tattoo person for sure. I love tattoos and piercings, but if I had to choose, it would definitely be tattoos over piercings. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus my hands. I have 9 tattoos plus my hands tattooed. One thing about me, I have gotten lip filler before. I don't know if that helps. It wasn't anything drastic. So the only thing that I ever really got was, and I got it done once, was a lip flip. And then I think I did a half a syringe of lip filler. That's something I would love to do again. I would love to get my lips done. Why are you busting in like that?
I'm sorry I had to interrupt. I need your taco bowl.
I don't really have too many other things that I think I can answer. I think I answered most things that you may want to know about me. Definitely liked recording this video. This might have been one of the easiest videos I've ever recorded. I'm so excited to continue filming YouTube videos. I truly do love it. I think it gives me an opportunity to interact with other people who have like similar hobbies or are in a similar situation that I am as far as like children and age and things like that. I would love to see myself grow as a person as far as being a little bit more outgoing and, you know, losing a little bit of my shy side. Honestly, I love that somebody even asked me to do a get to know me, because it makes me happy that somebody wants to know a little bit more about my life. If I didn't answer any questions or anything that you would have liked to know about me, let me know and I will answer it in the comments below. I do like to respond to as many comments as I can. I don't get too many, but I definitely get enough where I can respond to them. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to subscribe or just leave a like. I would love a subscribe because then I would be able to interact with you guys a little bit more. If you do subscribe, I appreciate you subscribing to my channel and showing me some love and support. If you did enjoy the video as well, go ahead and pop a like down below and leave a comment if you want, or if you have any other questions. If you want to see more from me when I'm not posting on here, check out my other social medias. I have to get better at posting on there as well. Definitely check out those social medias if you want to see more from me. And I also post some things on there that I don't tend to post on here. I think that is it. I will hopefully see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed again. Bye!